Will they say yes? Oh man, you'll never know. You'll never know. So, um, I was working holidays, December holiday homes, hosting guests who were coming down to Durban and all of that. So I was using Uber to take bedding and pillows and all of that from the storage house and then distributing the thingies to the different houses. And sometimes I would have to do multiple trips because the comforters are just too big. The pillows are a lot and all of that. So I had to do like 3 trips or 2 trips for one house. So it happens. It's okay. I'm doing these trips. Sharp guests are coming in. Everything is fine. And then after the whole event, after the whole hosting period, um, now I have to, of course, take these different beddings and bring them back to the storage. So now I don't want to request an Uber because you have to request extra large. You have to do double trips for some other houses, you know. And I just recently learned how to drive. I got my license recently. Yeah, shout out to me, you know. And my boss doesn't really like borrowing me his car. I always ask him, but it is what it is, man. I understand where he's coming from. But I really believe with the new learners, people who just learned how to drive are actually more careful on the road than experienced drivers. You know, more accidents are caused by experienced drivers rather than um, new drivers. Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's just a fact, you know, because I mean, we're careful. Anyways, so now I'm waking up in the morning. I'm like, Ish, I really don't want to request. It's gonna cost me money, and I can just ask my boss to borrow me the car, put the things in the car, and then take them there. I can even squash them in. But with the Uber, you can't do that. So as I'm thinking of this, I'm like, Ish, but he won't borrow me the car. He won't give me the car, because of whatever, doubting myself and everything. And then at some point, I'm like, you know what? Let me just ask the question. Let me just ask him on WhatsApp. Like, send a simple text, like, hey, man, look, I want to get the things back to the storage. Can I borrow your car? And I actually just do that. Surprisingly, he's like, yeah, sure, sure. 12 to 1 a.m. You can, I mean, 12 to 1 p.m. You can come and pick up the car. It will be available by then. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So this taught me, Uguti, man, a lot of things we overanalyze and we overthink, and we end up not believing in ourselves, and we think no, they'll say no, when we actually haven't even asked. So basically we are self-sabotaging ourselves, into opportunities that are actually there and waiting for us. So what I'm saying to you, Guti, apply for that job interview, go to that job that you always wanted to go to, start that business. You never know what the universe will say. You never know what God will say. He will just allow it. Walk up to that girl that you've always been looking at, and thinking down on yourself, "Oh, she probably doesn't like me or whatever." Walk up to her, bruh, and find out, Suguti, is she down to go on a date? You'll probably find out, Suguti, she'll be like, bruh, I've been waiting for you. Where have you been? I mean, I've been waiting for you to come ask me out, you know? So stop doubting yourself, bruh. Basically, that's it. Will they say yes? We never know. Only one way to find out, just ask the question. Even Jesus himself, he teaches the Suguti, ask and it will be given to you. Knock and you will find, you know seek and knock and the door will be open, seek and you will find. And then in the next verse he says, seek and continue to seek, ask and continue to ask, knock and continue to knock. So he actually talks about consistency. you know so yeah, guys, believe in yourselves, don't doubt yourself. If you want to find out if the thing will happen, if they will say yes, if the job you will be accepted at the job, you'll be accepted at the school, there's only one way to find out. Put your word out there, put your question out there, be like, hey, me, I'm trying to do this, can this be done? You know what I mean? And you'll be surprised, people can be like, yeah, man, we've actually been looking for someone like you, because so many people are holding back because they don't believe in themselves. So I'm out here to tell you what you believe in yourself, and ask that question, man. Ask that question you've been wanting to ask. You'll never know what might come up. You'll never know the answer to it. You might find what it actually favors you. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's just about it. That's what this video is about, to encourage you to actually send that text, send that email, pick up that phone and call that person and find out, are they down to do what you want to actually do? Of course, in the right context. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Um, Peace.